Hey there, welcome back to SAP with Veena. In this video, let's understand the concept of purchase order monitoring in SAP S/4HANA procurement. I'm going into creation of a purchase order. Now, whenever we are creating a purchase order, we can specify that we need order acknowledgement and confirmation letter from the vendor, wherein the moment the vendor is receiving the purchase order, he is expected to send an acknowledgement and also confirm for the delivery schedules. Now, while I'm creating a purchase order over here, so here I'm not briefing anything on creation of a PO. So we create a purchase order with a certain quantity and delivery schedule. I'm going to change it. I'll take it as 13th of Feb. Okay, so now in the confirmation tab over here, we have acknowledgement required. So I can activate this and save the purchase order. Now, when the purchase order is received by the vendor, he is expected to send the acknowledgement and confirmation against the purchase order, and the same thing is to be updated in our PO. So, whenever we receive the response from the vendor, we need to update the same thing. So, we will be going back to the change mode of the purchase order. So, since it's in display, I'll click on switch between display and change. Here in the item detail, you can go into the confirmations tab and here the confirmation control. Now I'm picking confirmations and you have this confirmation category that we need to enter. Now here I'm going to pick AB as the key, which is for order acknowledgement and delivery date. Now we have scheduled, we have created the purchase order for the supply to be made on 13th of February. But now, if the vendor is able to supply the material on the same date, he would be giving the confirmation for the same. If not, he can also suggest an alternate date in case if he is, for some reason, he is unable to deliver the material on the said delivery schedule as per our purchase order. Now, if there is a variation like vendor is unable to deliver the material on 13th and instead he is suggesting us an alternate, so we can mention the date over here as it is specified by the vendor. So now I'm taking it as 26th of February and out of 10 pieces, I'll say like vendor is ready to supply 6 pieces, 6 units on 26th and the balance quantity he says that he can supply by, I'll take it as 3rd of March. Now, for some reason, when vendor is unable to deliver the material as per our schedule and he's suggesting an alternate, you can specify that in this method over here. And if this is fine with us, like we are able to wait for this vendor to supply, then we can simply save the purchase order wherein the new delivery schedule dates will be picked as per these quantities. But if we are not okay and if we feel that we have an alternate vendor who can supply the material as per our schedule, we can as well activate rejection indicator over here and I can save the purchase order. So when I save the purchase order by activating the rejection indicator, this PO will be treated as rejected. So that's how the monitoring would work. It's order acknowledgement and confirmation. Now, the question is like, where all can you maintain the order acknowledgement indicator? So now, while creating the purchase order as a case-to-case basis, I can activate the acknowledgement required indicator here. For each purchase order, I can decide. But if I want this as a default, so while creating the purchase order, I have a personal setting over here wherein I can make it as a default entry. So I can go into defaults and here you can see acknowledgement is required. So I can activate it here. So every time a purchase order is created, anyways, I'm not saving it. So when I activate it here and I save it. So every time a purchase order is created, by default, acknowledgement required will be activated, and hence we'll be going ahead with that. That's one option we have. And the second option, what we have is in the material master by way of a purchasing value key. I've already made a video on the configurations of purchasing value key. You can refer to that. So just to brief you over here, so you have purchasing value key over here, and I'd already configured a couple of them. So here, for example, if I'm picking this, click enter. Now you can see here reminders are coming. I'll just come to that. Before that, you can see here acknowledgement required. So while the purchasing value key is configured in configuration, when we are doing this, we can specify in the configuration itself that acknowledgement is required. So when I'm assigning that purchasing value key to my material master, this indicator, what you can see over here, which is blank, will also get automatically activated because I've already specified that against my value key. So hence, every time we create a purchase order for that particular material and that plan, acknowledgement required indicator would become mandatory. Now, since I'm already here, let me just brief you on the reminders as well. So here the reminders, what you can see here, this is to remind the vendor for non-receipt of the acknowledgement and confirmation letter. So suppose I have sent a purchase order to my vendor and he has not yet sent a confirmation letter to me. So I can remind the vendor automatically through my system. The auto reminders can be sent to the vendor as per the number of days that's stipulated over here. So after 1 day from the date of a confirmed purchase order, the first reminder will go to the vendor for non-receipt of acknowledgement and confirmation letter. Second reminder on this particular day, third reminder on this particular day from the date of the PO. So like this, we have 3 reminders which can be set in the system wherein it can be auto-generated. Okay. Now the acknowledgement indicator, as I said, you can make that as a personal setting, default setting in the purchase order, or at the material level, you can activate that in the purchasing view of a material master via purchasing value key. We also have this option in the info record as well. So anyway, I think for this, there's no info record existing. So I'll just go into ME11. So here you can see acknowledgement required. Okay. Suppose if I activate it over here and save this, every time there is a purchase order created for this particular vendor material combination for particular P-organ plant, acknowledgement will become mandatory. So this is a third place where you can have the acknowledgement required indicator set. Okay, so anyways, I'm not creating the info record. Okay, so also we have EVO parameter, which can be maintained in customization. So I'll just show you that. So we go to SPRO. And here we go into material management. We go into purchasing, material master. Sorry, that must be in environment data. Yes. Sorry, for a moment I forgot that. Okay. So in the environment data under purchasing, we have defined default values for buyers. So settings for default values. Now suppose you can create a new one, or you can copy, or you can just see what is already available. So I'll just go into this. Now suppose here we have acknowledgement requirement. So I'll activate this for the purchase order and save it. And then I'll have to assign it to my particular user ID. So I'll go into maintain users. I'll go into my user change mode, and here you can see the parameters. Okay, so you need to assign the parameter EVO, that is default values for purchasing, and the value which where I activated acknowledgement required was 00. So I can save this. So every time this particular user for which I have set this default value for purchasing, so this user, whenever he creates the purchase order, acknowledgement required will become a mandatory aspect. Also, we would have, I'm not saving this, and also you will have the same indicator in the business partner, supplier data as well. I mean, in the purchasing data, acknowledgement required. So you can go and check it there as well. So these are the places where we can have um, the acknowledgement required indicator available and whatever is suitable that can be used. Now, coming to the confirmation category configuration. So for that, let me go back. Okay, so another same path that is under purchasing, we go into confirmations. And here you can see define external confirmation categories. And you can create new entries over here. So you can simply go into new entries and provide the confirmation category, description and the heading, quantity, all that. So already we have the standards. What we use is like order acknowledgement, PO change, rough GR, and inbound. So these four are already there. So you can just simply go into new entries and create it over here. Anyways, I'm not creating, I'm just running through this. So once this is done, actually here, if you see the internal confirmation category is what we have. Here you don't have to do it because it's already, the standards have been already maintained for these particular confirmation categories. And here you have set of confirmation control. So this is where you're going to maintain the confirmation control keys. So you can create one more. I mean, you can go into new entries or copy, but I'll just brief you on what is already created over here. For example, you have this 0001 confirmation control, the one which I picked in the purchase order which I just created. So here, if you're also allowing creation of inbound, you can activate this. And POD relevant, I mean, you can specify here if it is relevant for proof of delivery or not relevant, all that. So you can specify that accordingly. Now, keeping this line selected, you can come into confirmation sequence over here, and you have order acknowledgement and inbound delivery, which has been taken over here. Now, here you have indicators like MRP relevant and GR relevant and GR assigned. Okay, so MRP relevant, when it is activated, actually the purchase orders that have been created will be considered when the stock requirement list is displayed, if MRP relevant indicator is active. And if the GR relevant indicator is active, it would actually cause the confirmed quantity to be reduced by the GR for the corresponding purchase order item. And we have a GR assignment indicator. The system would suggest only the confirmed quantities when you post a GR. So actually, you cannot post a GR without having a prior confirmation if this particular indicator is active. And we also have here indicators like monitoring period and reference date. Now, monitoring period here, it is taken as 10 days. So it means that um, in the relevant date, and here, if here the one which is picked up is like delivery date minus monitoring time. So it means that um, the system will select all items that have not yet been acknowledged or confirmed 10 days prior to the delivery date in the PO. Okay, so the items consent are shown with the date in confirmation monitoring in the purchasing analysis. So this would be the importance of this. So here, okay, yeah. So these indicators you can activate and you can save. So this is how you are going to maintain the confirmation categories and the confirmation control keys in the customization. Okay, yes, this is all about purchase order monitoring, wherein we discussed on the order acknowledgement confirmation, the places where the acknowledgement required indicator can be maintained and followed with the confirmation configurations as well. So this is it for today in this video. So I'll be connecting soon with another topic. Till then, stay tuned, stay connected. Bye bye. Thank you.